Binta stood up from her seat hurriedly. "Where are you going?" Amara asked. "To Mr. Jude's office. Hope there is no problem." "Teju has been fired." "Mr. Jude fired her," Binta answered with a look of worry on her face. Amara busted into laughter and clapped her hands before speaking. "That girl's own is finished too. Where will she see another job like this in this country of ours?" She laughed again, and Binta was beginning to get pissed off. "Amara, please stop it. I don't like it. It's not funny at all. See me oh. Abeg, which one can be your own now? After all, she brought the evil upon herself. But wait oh. What made him angry to that level? I have never seen anyone getting sacked in this company for the past 6 years I've been working here. Look, I need to go and meet Mr. Jude. I think it has something to do with what happened at his party yesterday. I don't want wahala oh. I don't want people to begin to think that I'm the one that blocked Teju's means of survival." "Abeg, nobody will ever say that. Nne, sit down and enjoy the new peace of mind God has just created for you in this office. At least, no more babele. I can't sit down and watch. Teju is very angry and unhappy. Fine, she might be very troublesome, but I don't want her to sink into depression. You know what lack of job can do to someone. It's not as if I'm happy she has been fired too. But the truth be told, that girl's own is just too much in this office. Imagine the way she embarrassed you. I need to go now, Amara. We will talk later. Remember, Mr. Jude will be traveling to Accra today for a meeting, and he won't be coming tomorrow, which is Friday. That means I will have to wait till Monday if I don't see him today." "Okay, oh. Good luck. But if I were you, I would just sit, fold my hands, and mind my business. Just a piece of advice though." "Thanks. I will speak with caution," Binta said before rushing to Mr. Jude's office. She met him by the door. He was already set to embark on his trip to Accra. "Sir, please, I need to see you." "Binta, I am sorry. That we have to wait. As you can see, I need to leave now, lest I miss my flight," he answered her and started walking away while Binta stared dejectedly. She said, "That means I will have to wait till Monday." "Well, Monday is just 3 days from now." She wasn't herself throughout the working hours. She felt she was the one responsible for the predicament of Teju. Around 5 p.m., Dumebi called her to inform her that she was already in her hometown where the introduction would be held. She asked Binta to come join her on Friday so that she would be able to assist her with the necessary things before the introduction on Saturday. Binta told her that she would be coming very late on Friday because of work, as she didn't inform Mr. Jude earlier that she would be absent, and doing that now, especially on the phone, would be so wrong. Dumebi reluctantly agreed, but urged her to make sure she arrived on that Friday and not on Saturday, the D-Day. Prosper already said he would not be able to make it in introduction, so he gave Binta some cash gifts to Dumebi. He, however, promised to be present during the wedding proper. Friday came, and Binta closed early from work to be able to set out and get to Dumebi's hometown before late in the night. Teju kept sending several threatening messages, but none of it scared her. She knew they were mere threats born out of anger, though she had made up her mind to intercede on her behalf. She got to Dumebi's hometown at exactly 9 o'clock p.m. Dumebi sent 2 of her siblings to bring her to their family house. She was warmly welcomed by everyone. They chatted into the night, talking about different things. Binta asked her why Smith was not yet around, considering the distance from Port Harcourt to the village. Dumebi said he was already on the way. She said the last time they chatted on WhatsApp, he was already at Onitsha. That's just about 2 hours journey down to the village. She says Smith will sleep in an hotel when he arrives, as he's coming with his friends and family members. Why don't you call him again? Binta asked. I have been calling, but he's not picking. He told me his dad is sleeping in the car and he doesn't want to disturb his sleep. He said we should chat on WhatsApp instead. But they'll be here soon, Dumebi said. He should be careful, oh. All this late night journey isn't advisable these days, Dumebi's mom said from the kitchen. Mom, put your mind at rest. They'll be here safely in Jesus' name, Dumebi replied. Amen, no. Look, all of you should go and sleep. You know tomorrow is going to be very hectic. Go and sleep, especially you, Iyawo, Dumebi's father said, and they all pretended to obey, only to resume back to their discussion immediately he left. Dumebi chatted with Smith on WhatsApp before they finally slept. That was around 11:30 p.m. and he assured her that he was already in town. He said he came with about 10 people, including his father and mother, siblings and friends, and they are already lodged in an hotel. Prosper called to be sure Binta arrived safely. He asked if she was comfortable and she told him yes. They said their good nights before he hung up. Saturday morning came and all the preparations started. The cooking, the decorations, the arrangement of things, the dressings. It was going to be more than introduction. Dumebi was looking so beautiful. Her makeup was moderate. Binta was glad that the makeup artist didn't turn her friend's face into a pack of crayons. Dumebi kept smiling at everything, even the things that were obviously not funny. Dumebi, have you called Smith? The MC has been delaying things all because of him. He and his people should have been here by now. We have been waiting for the past 3 hours, Dumebi's father said irritatedly as he bashed into the dressing room where Dumebi was dressing up. Daddy, I've been trying his number since, but it's not going through. Maybe he has a flat battery, Dumebi answered with worry written all over her face. Did he tell you the hotel they lodged? Perhaps your siblings should go and pick them up, because I don't see any reason for this unnecessary delay, he said. His wife joined them in the room and said to him, Calm down there. They will soon be here. I didn't even remember to ask him which hotel it is they lodge in, Dumebi said. One of her siblings entered and whispered something into the ears of their father, who looked at her with shock. A woman and 3 children? What does she want? He asked aloud. She says she's here to deliver an important message. And because the MC has refused to give her audience, she's causing nuisance. Maybe you should come and see you, she said, and they all jumped up immediately to go and confirm what the problem was. Sit down, please, Dumebi's mom said to her. But she didn't listen. She followed them outside. Immediately, Binta sighted the woman and her 3 children. She got the message she has come to deliver. 2 of the children, who are twins and boys too, looked exactly like Smith, while the 3rd, a girl, looked exactly like the woman who brought them. Dumebi looked at Binta's face and swallowed hard. Binta placed her hands on her shoulder and signaled to her to calm down. Who knows, there could be Smith's nephews and niece who came for the introduction. The woman said, Listen everyone, I don't have much to say. But you see this shameless girl here? She pointed at Dumebi, and one of her siblings stood up to hit her, but for the timely intervention of one of the guests. This hog, who has refused to look for a single man, had been sleeping with my husband all these years. I kept doing my investigation, hoping and aiming that one day I will find her. Well, few days ago, a friend of mine gave me a hint, and that was how I found out about her plans. Plus, I checked my husband's phone and found out the address of this place through their conversation on WhatsApp. I guess he forgot to delete that one as his usual habit. She moved close to Dumebi and said to her, "Madam Husband Snatcher, so sleeping with my husband is not enough. You want to do introduction and wedding with him, right? I should have waited till the wedding day so that your shame will be immeasurable. But I don't want to be too late before I act. Listen, Smith, my husband, is not going to marry you. He was only using you as an extra meat on his food. That's the way the dog has been doing all around. If you know how many ladies I've had to confront and even deal with mercilessly because of him, you will not even dare me. I am Pepe, and I have sworn that not in my lifetime will my husband Smith marry another woman. If he likes, let him sleep with millions of girls. It no concern me. But to marry another wife, that will be over my dead body. Now let me tell you, he's not here. He is in Port Harcourt right now. Don't think he was the one you were chatting with yesterday. I was the one behind all those messages. Hey! Shoo? Different comments were coming from different angles. Look at these children very well. They are Smith's children. And presently, I am pregnant with the fourth child, the woman said with fire in her eyes. She was ready to fight dirty. She would do anything to anyone who tries to lay a finger on her or her children. Binta was confused. Smith had a family? But how come? I thought maybe usually visit him in Port Harcourt. Didn't she for once meet this woman and her children there? Bim! That was the next sound they heard. Dumebi had collapsed on the ground. Ewo, Chimo, don't let me be ridiculed, Dumebi's mom cried out as she stretched her hands to heavens. Her father sat down. I held his head while the rest people started running helter-skelter to rescue Dumebi. The whole place was in disarray. They were so occupied with saving Dumebi's life that they didn't even know when the woman left with her 3 children. Dumebi's mom kept wailing while some women tried to comfort her. It was really an embarrassing scene. If they had known that this kind of thing would happen, they would have just made it a small introduction between family members, or perhaps they would have cancelled earlier on. After 10 minutes, they were finally able to revive Dumebi. When she opened her eyes, the first thing she said was, "Binta, you warned me." And she bursted into an uncontrollable tears. Binta heard her and continued wiping her tears that was flowing ceaselessly just as she was wiping hers. Yay! This is the work of the enemy, so they have finally gotten me. Binta could hear Mama Dumebi crying from her room. Binta, you warned me, but I didn't listen. Smith has a pregnant wife and 3 children. 2 abortions. 2 abortions that almost cost me my life. wasted years with a man that has no future plan for me. The money I have been sending to his account with the intention that he will add to it so that we can buy a house before our wedding. Yeah. So now one chance? She laughed sarcastically as more tears flowed from her eyes. Binta was crying too. She didn't know how to console her. What could she say that would comfort her weary soul? The times I was sick, and he still forced me to satisfy his sexual pleasure. Those times too when I would go to Port Harcourt and begin to do his laundry, cleaning everywhere, going to the market to store up his store like a full housewife. Hey! So he was looking at me then and saying, "Look at this fool. She thinks she has found a husband. Let me chop her and trash her." Hey! She screamed and jumped out, running to where I can't say. Binta ran after her, calling on her brothers to help her. They got hold of her and grabbed her as she kept struggling that they should leave her alone. Her eyes were shut, but tears didn't stop flowing. Smith has given me a deep cut. Smith has ridiculed me. How do I face the world? Let me just die. I said, leave me alone. Allow me to do what I want to do to myself. Please calm down, my daughter. God will give you a better husband, her mother said. Don't hurt yourself. Don't let people call me a winch. Think about me, your father and your siblings, because yeah. Don't let people further mock me. Don't let them see my nakedness. See, I promise you, I will embark on 21 days marathon on the mountain. You will get a better husband even right now. The whole place was filled with emotions of sadness. Dumebi's father ordered that she should be taken back into her room with close monitorship. Later in the night, she was given sleeping dose. It was until then she calmed down and slept. The next day, Binta was feeling reluctant to go back. But Dumebi made a promise to her that she would be fine and that she won't do anything to hurt herself. She arrived home late and her husband was so happy to see her. He asked how the introduction went and she simply said it went well. Binta wasn't happy at all. She wondered how some men can be so secretive and wicked. She said, "Look at my husband. We were in courtship for 2 solid years and he never mentioned to me that it's important. Now I have to suffer in silence. The most painful part is that he is even denying it. We have been married for 2 weeks now and I have not felt what it really means to be married. I am a married virgin. Men can be terrible." She didn't know she said that loud. Her husband heard and responded, "Babe, women too are terrible, oh. You can't imagine what happened in church today. You missed a lot. A guest minister was invited. He preached on marital unfaithfulness. Prosper, I am really tired. Maybe we can talk tomorrow," she interrupted her husband because she wasn't ready for any debate. She called Dumebi, but it was her mom who picked up. She told her Dumebi has calmed down and that she was sleeping. She appreciated her for standing by her. The next day, she got dressed for work. Getting to the office, she realized Mr. Jude wasn't yet around. She waited and waited, but he didn't come. Finally, when it was closing hour, she put a call through to him and he told her he arrived just an hour ago and couldn't make it down to the office. Something told her to go to his house, while another voice told her to wait till tomorrow. You want to see me for something urgent? He asked while she was still contemplating on what to do. Yes, sir. Okay then, come over. I will be waiting for you in the living room. But you have to hurry up because I'll be going out by 7 p.m., he said authoritatively. Okay, sir. She didn't like the idea of going to his house to discuss official matters, but it appeared like she had no choice presently. She drove down to his house and was welcomed by his maid, who took her bag and led her to the living room. She met Mr. Jude seated alone and watching a TV show. Good evening, sir, she greeted. Good evening, Binta. Please take a seat. The young maid brought her a chilled drink, which she accepted with courtesy. You may leave now. I will call you when you are needed, he said to the young girl, who took a bow before leaving. So, Binta, what do you want to discuss with me? He asked, looking straight into her eyes. Sir, first, I would like to apologize for the embarrassing scene Teju and I created at your birthday party. We are really sorry. It was a slight misunderstanding. He chuckled. Slight misunderstanding, you say? We are sorry, sir, she said. No problem. Apology accepted. Thank you, sir. Second is that I want to plead on behalf of Teju. Please, sir, can you reverse your decision? No, he answered sharply and stood up to leave. Is that all you came here to discuss? Sir, please. Hey, I heard all she did to you, Binta. In fact, I've been seeing all the things she does just to get on your nerves. But I pretended as if I didn't notice. But this one she did will be the last. Let me even ask you. What if you had broken a rib when she put her leg forward, causing you to fall? Please, sir. She has realized her mistake. I can't risk your life, Binta. I am sorry. Teju is gone and gone for good. He started mounting the stairs and Binta followed him, begging and pleading on her behalf. But he didn't listen. When she realized she was going beyond her boundary, she stopped and started pleading for where she stood. He suddenly stopped too and turned, mounting down the stairs towards her. He stood before her with his back resting on the railings. Binta, I might not have told you this before, but I will now. I love you so much. Binta's heart almost missed a beat. I was planning to take you to be my wife until your husband surprised me with his fast move. Your husband was faster than I am. It seems too late, but my feelings for you has not changed. I can't let a fly perch on you while I stand by and do nothing. The other day at the party that I told you I wanted to introduce to you someone important. I was going to introduce you to my mom. I have always told her about you even before you got married. But that girl ruined everything and made you leave even before I could get the chance to introduce you to my mom. I am sorry, my dear Binta. I know I shouldn't be saying this now. But every time I see you, my heart yearns for you. I love you so much. He stared pleadingly into her eyes, stepped forward, moved closer to her, held her, and then planted a kiss on her lips. He didn't stop. He continued caressing her as he kissed her deeper. Binta knew this wasn't right, but she yearned for a man's touch. Suddenly, her phone rang, and it jolted her back to her senses. She withdrew from him, picked up her bag, and ran out of the house. She rushed into her car and drove out with an accelerated speed. Her whole body felt the impact of his touch. It registered in her memory and kept replaying itself. My goodness. I just allowed another man caress me. What happened to my vows? The following morning, she was reluctant to go to work. She didn't know how she was going to face him. When she came back yesterday, her husband noticed she wasn't stable at all. He asked her what the problem was, but she couldn't tell him. How did she tell him she allowed another man to kiss and caress her right on the stairs of his house? Yes, he caught her unaware, but she should have withdrawn immediately. If her phone hadn't rang, what would have happened? It was Dumebi who called to tell her that she would be returning to the city. She said she won't be resuming work, neither will she be coming to church until she recovers from the shock. Guilt rubbed on her mind all through yesterday. She almost slept with another man barely 2 weeks after her wedding. She made up her mind to avoid Mr. Jude for the next 1 week, and if at all their paths cross, she will pretend as though nothing happened. Getting to her workplace, the first person she met was Mr. Jude. She greeted him quickly without looking at him and immediately rushed to her office. Amara came to her office to discuss with her, but she couldn't flow freely with her. The memory of yesterday clouded her mind. It kept replaying itself even without being asked to. The boss calls for you, the secretary announced, and her heart skipped a beat. She suddenly developed cold. Why not tender your resignation later? That was the instant thought that came to her mind, but she couldn't oblige. She got to Mr. Jude's office and met him discussing with the accountant. He didn't even give any sign that anything happened between them yesterday, and she was glad. Mrs. Prosper. That would be the first time he addressed her by her husband's name. Please, you will have to get to my house. My maid will be waiting for you. I left some of the important documents I'll be traveling with today at home. I've instructed my maid to give them to you. Please hurry up. The company's driver has been sent on an errand. I would have asked him to go instead. I apologize for any inconvenience. Please be back in the next 15 minutes, he said authoritatively and continued talking with the accountant. Binta turned immediately. She had her doubts. Why can't he ask someone else to run the errand? She didn't want to step her feet in Mr. Jude's house again, but she has to obey his orders. After all, he's still her boss. She got to Mr. Jude's house, but she didn't meet the maid at home. She gave Mr. Jude a call and he asked her to wait for the maid. He said he had called her on phone and she said she went down the road to get something which won't take long. 5 minutes later, she heard a car zoomed in and then the door opened. It was Mr. Jude. She stood up with immediate effect as she was already becoming uncomfortable. Please take your seat, Binta, and she obeyed. I am really sorry for what happened yesterday. It's all my fault. Please don't feel guilty about it. I deliberately sent you down here so I can have time alone with you to apologize. I knew if I had invited you, you might not want to come, so I cooked up the story of those documents. I am sorry about that too. You know we can't discuss such things in the office, so I have to look for a way out. It's okay, sir. Let me quickly go so I can get back to work. She stood up and made to leave when he came closer. Please don't go yet. You are still not happy with me. I am sorry. I truly am. The problem is just that I can't resist the temptation of wanting to have you to myself each time I see you. Binta, you are all I think of. You mean so much to me. He moved closer and then resumed kissing her. Binta melted in his touch. "Jude, please stop," she said weakly. "I like the sound of that. Call me Jude." "Take the mister away," he said as he touched her non-stop. This continued and she couldn't resist him. And then he lifted her off from the ground and carried her up the stairs to his bedroom. And then the deed happened. Binta covered herself with the bed cover as she tried to find tears, but none came. "I am in trouble. I've allowed the devil a chance in my marriage just because of an unguided passion. My pride is gone. A stranger took it, not even my own husband. I am completely finished. Binta, I don't want you to regret this. I promise you I won't give you a reason to. I will do anything you want. Thanks for making me happy. Thanks, baby, for giving me the special gift. I never knew you were a virgin. My goodness, that's to say your husband hasn't touched you since you got married. I can't believe it. Binta, just tell me anything you want and I will do it, love. I love you so much, babe." He kept on talking, but Binta didn't understand a word of all he was saying. She had lost her understanding. Her garment has been stained. She waited 28 years for a man, but barely 2 weeks after her wedding, she slept with another. Her heart bled. She was crying, but tears weren't coming out. All this because of an unguided moment. Everything happened so fast. "You can stay here as long as you want. Love, I will instruct the company's driver to bring your bag, okay?" Binta didn't say a single word. Her mind was full. She looked dirty. What can wash off this dirtiness? "Let me get you something to eat. I will make an order for you. You will like my choice." Binta had never seen Mr. Jude this happy. She wished it was her husband. Maybe he would have been happier. As soon as Mr. Jude stepped out to make the call to order, she quickly got up and rushed out of the house before he could notice. She got into her car and drove home straight. Getting home, she ran into the bathroom and stayed there for hours, washing her body like it was going to wash her stains or reverse the deed that has been done. A virgin who turned an adulteress. How shameful, she said to herself. This time, her tears had started flowing, but the shower washed it off. She wished it was all a dream. But no, this is not a dream, but a reality. She just committed the forbidden act of adultery. She said, "I am so cheap. He got me so easily. Was I that crazy for sex?" The untamed desire had now suddenly cooled down. No wonder they say an untamed desire is like a spark of fire which can destroy a whole city. Oh Lord, I am so dirty. Prosper must not hear this. I am in deep mess. She was crying profusely. A shiver of cold ran down her spine. Her phone kept ringing, but she refused to come out of the bathroom. She knew it was Mr. Jude calling. After hours of scrubbing her body like it was going to wash her clean, she came out of the bathroom sluggishly. Her phone rang and her eyes caught the caller. It was Dumebi. She said, "Do I have the courage to speak with her in my condition? I have once condemned the act of sexual immorality that she was involved in, but now my case is worse. I am married, yet I slept with another man. My boss at that. The phone rang again and she picked it up with shivering hands. "Binta, I killed him," Dumebi blurted out, and her heart sank within her. Hey, African Tales by Kama Tribe. How are you all doing? Can you see from this story that not all dreams are to be treated with levity? Some are clear warnings that we should pray on and then act accordingly. Can you also see that when you are in your low moments and God sends someone to you, that you shouldn't ignore the message no matter how foolish they may be at that moment? To me, Binta brought this upon herself, and I will tell you why. Our temptations are not always far from our passion, desires, or fear, and that's why we must always watch them at all times. Do you agree with my submission? Let me read yours in the comment section, as well as what you learned in this particular episode. You can please buy me a coffee to keep dishing out not just stories, but stories packed with moral lessons, or you can please buy me super things as well. Please like, share and subscribe if you have not. Till I bring the next episode of the series your way, it is a goodbye from here, and God bless you.